Hey everybody, this is Carrie Hamblen, the CEO and President of the Las Cruces Green Chamber of Commerce, and hope you are doing well on this fine Monday. We are modifying our weekly videos. They're now our little Zoom chats, and we bring to you folks who are running businesses in the community and as a means of trying to help amplify what they're doing, because we have so many essential businesses and so many businesses that are really struggling right now with our local businesses during COVID. And so we like to spotlight businesses and help you remember that they're here and that they're working hard. And so today we have the one and only frosting goddess, Stephanie Bauman.
Hi.
Yes, who is with Let Them Eat Cake. They're at 1001 East University, Suite D for delicious. And and Stephanie, so how have you been doing during this time of COVID? I mean, like many businesses, you're a bakery, and since you provide food, you're considered essential, but it's kind of a weird situation because, you know, we have restaurants, and so, you know, what is it that you've been doing during this time to kind of navigate these last several months?
No, that's a great question. It's been really tough. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Sugarcoat it. But what I think is really essential for our business is celebration. Mentally, we still need to keep ourselves going. We need to celebrate things. We need to celebrate those anniversaries. We need to celebrate weddings. We need to celebrate birthdays, and we need to celebrate ourselves. And I think that is so important to do. Yes, we're not, you know, like steak, but we are, like I said, that mental support of remembering the joy that is in life, the sweetness that is in life. And I think that is so very important right now. And I think that definitely is one of the things that makes us so essential and so important for us to keep open and to keep going.
Absolutely.
Yes, weddings aren't as big. That's okay. You know, just having a small gathering, having a little cake there to help be like, yeah, this is awesome. We're together in this. We have this love. We have this future open before us. Yes, it's tough right now, but you know what? It is going to get better. And together we can get through this. And I think having sweets to help celebrate those things is important.
Yeah.
Just like when you're driving by, you're having a down day, you know, and you're like, dude, this is tough. I don't know if I can take this anymore. I hate to say it, it sounds so trivial, but a cupcake can really make a difference in your day. You know, just having that little something, that little moment for yourself to say, you know, this is important. Take a moment, enjoy this second, this moment in time, and it helps you forget about all the crazy that's going on and all the hardship that's happening. And it's still going to be there when you come back from that little mental break, but that break is so important to do. And so I feel that it is important to stay open as a business and to keep celebrating.
Yeah. Well, and I'm glad, because it is a reminder that we do need to take those moments. Self-care is really critical right now. And, you know, I mean, and I know you and I both feel really lucky because there are a lot of our first responders and those who are on the front lines who have so much of a challenging day to day. And so, you know, taking that moment just to, you know, I'm going to be sitting in your parking lot this week with that bacon bourbon, and we'll talk about your flavors, but I'm going to sit there and I'm just going to enjoy the experience that I'm having with that cupcake. And so that was just a little teaser for you about her flavors. But Stephanie, prior to us recording this, you were talking about, like, for businesses, and I want us to all remember that for businesses, there are so many things that you are willingly wanting to do because you want to make sure that your place is safe. But you know, since the pandemic started, and since we started having sanitary requirements, you know, what have been some of the things that you've had to do to protect your business?
No, that's a great question. And we're not just protecting our business, we're protecting our team members, we're protecting our customers, our guests coming in. We're trying to be a part of this effort to reduce the spread of the virus. As a restaurant, we already had very high standards for our sanitation needs and everything. So, you know, that's a great question. One of the first things I did actually was call the health department. Like, all right, what are our new standards? What do we need to do? Do we need to increase our our sanitation levels in anything. And I worked closely with them. I worked with actually an infectious diseases doctor. I was keeping an eye on everything that's coming in, the information, because as we get new information, as we learn more about this virus, that means that we've got more toolkits, more that knowledge as tools that we can use to help combat. So as we get that information, we're always trying to strive. So what we are doing right now is we've kind of turned ourselves into a little bit of a cupcake speakeasy, if you will. So we've clocked our doors to help control the flow of traffic, to also enable us time to clean and sanitize between each guest that comes on in. We have, of course, closed down our seating area. It's a little too small to be socially distanced.
Right.
But we still have walk-in, we have curbside, we have delivery. We've partnered with other delivery groups to help with delivery as well. We are still taking custom orders. We have our cupcake menu. We're changing that every week with our flavors. We have reduced the amount of flavor options, but we still always have our gluten-free and vegan and some fantastic flavors. So to go back, you got me on a tangent there. To go back, we are cleaning and sanitizing between each person. We've taken down anything that would be a possible cross-contaminant. For example, our pens, we just pull them back. We hand one to one person. We clean it after they use it. Someone wants to come into our shop, we've got a doorbell outside, and you just ring the bell when you want to come on in. You got your mask on. We let you in. That way we know that we've cleaned and sanitized between each person that comes on through. You come in, you order. We've got our markings on the floor for distance, not just front of the house, but back of the house. Like I said, keeping our team members safe is also so important too.
Right.
So we know that, hey, you're getting a little close to us. We know where we need to be in the back, because it's hard when we want to interact. We want to, talk and get together. And I have a lot of people who come in and they just want to talk because they miss that kind of interaction. Yeah. And we forget about that distancing. And so we've got reminders for ourselves in the back. That's like, okay, we got to move back a little bit. We're more willing to like, hey, if you don't mind, just step back a little bit there. People are like, oh yeah, I forgot, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we've got mask requirement, of course. We have social distancing enforced. We have cleaning and sanitizing like tripled, basically. If you touch it, it's been cleaned.
Right.
Between each person, just like our doors. We wipe down the handles inside and outside, as well as the doorbell for between customers. We've got hand sanitizing solution, and we're just doing everything we can to help combat and decrease the spread.
Right. Well, one of the things that you brought up is, for the convenience of people, and I'm grateful for it on one hand, and then on the other hand, I know that it's also an extra expense for businesses. But the delivery services are certainly helpful. You're reaching people that you probably wouldn't have reached before. But then on the other hand, also that I think a lot of customers don't realize is that you as a business have to pay kind of like a subscription fee or a membership fee to be part of those. So, when you use those, I always, try to include what I think that fee is and try and increase like my tip. So at least it covers that. But not everybody does that. But for you, really, and this is where you'll see me this week, is that like curbside delivery, I can pull in to your parking space in front of Let Them Eat Cake at 1001 East University, Suite D for Delicious. And I can call in and say, this is what cupcakes, hey girl, this is what the cupcakes I want, I'm outside. And so what that means is that you're not paying any fees to complete this transaction with me. And
That's true.
Curbside is really the best for a lot of businesses. But if you do use delivery services, please remember that all of these businesses have to pay like a subscription fee to have these businesses come. I mean, that's how they're doing business as well, and we get it. But what you're doing is but what you're doing is you're also reducing the amount that goes into our local business like Stephanie. So just think about that. They certainly work for convenience, but also just kind of keep that in mind. So, Stephanie,
if I may, one of the things to help you with Curbside, because Curbside is definitely a great way to do things, we do post our menu online whenever it's available, and we had to reduce our hours, so we are now open Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 10 a.m. till 6:30 p.m. and on Saturday from 11 a.m. till 5 p.m. And then Wednesdays is when our new menu comes out. So I post that new menu on Facebook. I post it on Instagram. I try to post it wherever I can. Plus, we've got a new added convenience for you for curbside. I've got a huge sign up in our window with the flavors listed there for you. So you can just pull up into your car, be all, yes, today I would like strawberry banana, please. Give us a call. Our number's right there, and we just continue the transaction from there. We'll give you the information. We can take your card over the phone, or we can, once we bring it out to your vehicle, we can accept payment at that time too. Whatever is most convenient for you. So we've got curbside, we've got walk-in, we've got delivery service, we have increased sanitization, we've got, very aware control of what's going on. So we're just trying to do the best we can and help try to bring a little bit of happiness and joy to people's lives, as well as try to continue on as a business. I'm not gonna lie, we are trying to survive as well.
Yeah. And I appreciate that, because what I've found during this whole thing is that businesses are becoming very, very creative with ways to keep connected with their customers, which is why, if you can, Let Them Eat Cake on Instagram and on Facebook, and look for them on social media, LTEC, so that you can keep up to date as to what the menu is. So, Stephanie, we've got the menu before you're going to actually announce it, right?
Oh yeah, we got a little preview.
So can you share with people what your menu this week is?
Absolutely. So we try to keep some favorites on, which for our favorites, our red velvet with cream cheese is something we just need to keep on the menu all the time, because you need that little cozy bit, that comfort. And you always need a little bit of chocolate too. So that's why I got our devil sweet chocolate with chocolate fudge this coming week. We've got our bourbon and bacon. So that is a bourbon and bacon cake. We use the fats from the bacon that we bake into the cake itself, so it helps bring that bacony goodness all throughout. It's a vanilla and bourbon frosting with candied bacon pieces on top of it. Then we've got something a little bit different, a little fresh, would be our strawberry banana. So that's a strawberry cake, banana frosting, and a little dried banana slice on top of it for a little crunch there. Our vegan is going to be an apple cake with a mango frosting. And then our gluten-free is a lemon cake with a cream cheese frosting. Then we're also going to have our various cookies and whatnot that we have when we've got the time to make them. We try to make them when we can. So we're going to have our macarons on hand. We are going to have our chocolate chip cookies, because, come on, a chocolate chip cookie. Yeah. And we also have our meringues.
So meringues and macarons are very challenging to make them well. So I'm really appreciative of your efforts. So I will be seeing you on Wednesday.
Sounds good.
Because you had me at bourbon bacon. I just can't wait. Stephanie, it's, we've talked much longer than what this recording is, because it's always lovely to just catch up. And as you talked about, just to have connections with people, and, to see familiar faces. And so, we're going to continue doing this, but if you'd like to support Let Them Eat Cake, you can go ahead. The number and all the information is below. You will see that. You are getting a sneak peek of her menu for this week, but you can get a sneak peek of her menu if you follow her on social media, on Instagram, Facebook. There are other ones that I just refuse to be on, but I know that they're there, and I know you're there. So Stephanie, it's always a pleasure to talk with you, and thank you so much for everything that you're doing, and for just working hard. You've done so much for our community, and I'm just really grateful that you're still upright. I know some days you're probably grateful too. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I really appreciate this, the community that we have that has shown a really great support of small businesses. And I've seen a lot of people come out, and they've gone out of their way to come visit me. And they tell me, like, hey, I don't care too often, but I know that you're a small business, and I know this time is hard. So I want something sweet. So I thought I'd come on by. And that really means so much to me. So thank you to Las Cruces.
Absolutely. And by the way, happy belated 19th birthday. You look fabulous for 19.
Oh, thank you so much. I know, I've been in business since 2001.
No, I see it right behind you. So, all right, Stephanie, thank you so much. And folks, thank you so much for your support of the Green Chamber and for supporting our local businesses. We'll have another Zoom chat next week right here on the Green Chamber page.